Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, the evening show, man. Yeah, no more morning shows, no more like early afternoon shows, evening shows as we go on and upwards. We've got Thomas Partey could be off, and they're off. Bukayo Saka carrying an injury since last season, or have I got that wrong? And there's some other bits and pieces about somebody else leaving. We're going to get to this one on the other side of this music intro. Yes, welcome back again to Canon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I can never figure out what is this. What is that? Is it a brand of a hotel or a restaurant? Anyway, we are live and direct across the universe, at least from cyberspace, anyway. And what you can do to join us, don't have to subscribe, just click the like button. It says it's somewhere there. Click the like button, help us grow. That's all you've got to do. But also, I'd like you to come into the live chat over here on the top of Bukayo Saka's face or image there, if you really want to, because we're going to be talking about him just in a few minutes. And anything else related to Arsenal. So without further ado, let's get into the first news segment. First news segment, Bukayo Saka. Oh my days. Bukayo Saka carrying Achilles. Remember Achilles? The Greek. Anyway, Achilles injury that nagged winger during Arsenal's title run-in. The England winger was named a substitute for England's 3-1 win against the old enemy Scotland on Tuesday. That's despite Gareth Southgate picking a strong side at Hampden Park. Now, before I read on again, I'm thinking this youngster just can't get a break. Give the youngster a break. Did he really need to play against Scotland on Tuesday? Anyway, I mean, our manager, no, well, Mikel Arteta at least, has been concerned by Saka's workload, and he wants to manage the players' minutes going forward. It doesn't seem like it to me, because Saka continues to struggle with an Achilles problem that he suffered at the worst possible time last season. Saka scored just 2 goals in Arsenal's last 10 matches as they're going to slip to allow Man City back in. There was hope that a summer without tournament of football would cure the problem, but the Daily Mail says that Saka continues to struggle with this issue. Nevertheless, Saka will be expected to start on Saturday against the Toffees. I tell you what, I know what's coming, man. I know what's coming. What's coming. But before I get into what we're talking about the game against the Toffees, Bukayo Saka, we have said this for the longest time that this player, young player, not a star boy, star man, he needs a rest. What do you think? Yeah, he needs a rest. He needs a rest. Because Bukayo Saka needs a rest. And now we hear this about he's suffered like an Achilles problem since last season, and he's still playing. What I mean, what's going on? What is he an invincible? I mean, not like an invincible where Anyway, you know what I mean. He's a human being. Give him a rest. He needs a rest. We don't want to be compounding that situation there. Give him a rest. Oh my goodness. And the thing is, it doesn't really surprise me to hear that he had an injury. Doesn't surprise me. If all the knocks and the bumps and bruises that he's been receiving, since he came into the first team, thank you to Unai Emery, and you've got your manager, not my manager, Mikel Arteta, just constantly playing him. Give him a rest. And then above that, Tuesday against Scotland, didn't get a rest. He didn't need to play. Didn't need to play. So now that we know that that news is out, is he going to play against the Toffees? Is it Saturday or Sunday? Of course he's going to play. You know, the concerns about a young player who might, I mean, it's a good thing that he's quite robust and strong, but that's no excuse to continue playing him. Take him out. Take him out. Yeah, I've got a headache. Anyway, we go onwards and upwards. The next news segment is about talking about injuries, man. Still, I've got him to the right of the screen because he's our regular right back, isn't he? Juventus are targeting Arsenal star Thomas Partey as a replacement for Paul Pogba. Now, the midfielder, Paul Pogba, that is, I mean, he's been suspended because he tested positive for testosterone. I'm thinking, right, okay, well, I don't want to get into that so much, but the positive test was reported to have occurred after Juventus' Serie A fixture against Udinese on August the 20th. But what's kind of an anomaly for me is that Pogba didn't play in that game. He didn't play. And the thing is, the maximum suspension that he could receive is 4 years. 4 years, unless your 2-year ban, which can be doubled if proven that the substance was taken deliberately. I think, you know what, Pogba, man, oh my goodness. So the reports in Italy claim that Juve could cancel Pogba's contract if he's banned, and the club are already drawing up a contingency plan. And who? Thomas Partey. They're looking at Thomas Partey. But, do you know what? I'm sorry to bring up being a bearer of bad news, but really? Anyway, I don't want to go too much in on this one because, innocent until proven guilty, and that's how it stands. Paul Pogba could be banned for 4 years. And I'm thinking, if he were to be banned for 4 years, 4 seasons, could that not be his career done? Because I think he's, in his late 20s? You know what, let me just double check. Let me have a look quickly. Paul Pogba. Let's see how old he is. Oh, there you go. He's in his 30s. So serve that 4-year ban, his career will be finished. It'll be done, dusted, over, kaput. Anyway, so the last news segment, Binay Benkasham. I hope I've said his surname right. Binay Benkasham. Set down as Arsenal's chief executive next year. The chief executive officer, Benkasham, has announced he will leave the club next summer after almost 4 years in the role. 4 years, my goodness. Benkasham will end a lengthy association with the club, whose commercial department he joined back in 2010. His departure for an unspecified new challenge will come as a surprise, given, well, but for me, not as a surprise. Should have gone a lot sooner. What's that? 1 down and 6 to go. You guys are going to hate me, man. He turned another leadership role, the team headed by Benkasham, the sporting director, Edu, and the manager, Mikel Arteta. He was appointed to his current role in September of, 3 years ago, actually, having previously been managing director, and has seen a once chaotic organization turn into one of the Premier League's most smoothly run clubs. Not for me. This was a tough decision, but it's their time to pursue other challenges, Benkasham said. Now is not the time for goodbyes, as I remain focused until my last day and supporting a seamless transition. The club's co-chairman, Josh Kroenke, emphasized the move afoot to appoint a successor. The board is fully supportive of Vinay's desire to pursue new challenges, he said. Whilst it is their business as usual, with everyone focused on the season ahead, we'd like to take this moment to thank him for his contribution and long service. Vinay will always be part of the Arsenal family and always welcome back at the Emirates. Change and succession is something the club is well prepared for. The board remains committed to our strategy and will address leadership change as we continue to drive the club forward. And like I said, 1 down and 6 to go. And these or those have been the news segments currently running on Canal 4 TV on this. What is it? What's today? Thursday. I almost forgot. Thursday. 4 years. Paul Pogba could receive 4-year ban, man. That is his career finished. Over. Done with. All right. So I've got a couple of things I need to do. One of which is to check our X stream. It's no longer called Twitter, is it? Is it still called Twitter? It's got the X anyway. X marks the spot. Anyway. The Gunners Pub, Una, thank you very much. I'm not sure if it was you. I retweeted that we are live. Bukayo Saka injury comes Partey off to Uwe. Canon for the TV. And then the link, thank you. Hope you're keeping well over there. And the Gunners Pub. And what else do we have here? Oh, the batteries are about to run out. Oh my goodness. What else do we have? Oh, right. That is it. And now I'm going to check for the last time the poll that we did just a few days ago, actually, on the 11th. That was a Monday. Monday the 11th. And the poll question was, £200 million for Bukayo Saka. Are you going to sell? Yeah, we're going to sell Bukayo Saka. £200 million. Imagine what we could do, £200 million. Buy how many apartments in Colombia, go traveling around the world. Maybe buy myself a car. Maybe £200 million. Anyway, get back to the platform poll. So £200 million for Bukayo Saka. Are you selling? We've said we're going to sell. We've received 1,400 votes. 16 comments. That got the juices flowing, man. 49 likes. Thank you. So 1,400 votes. And here are the numbers. I'm not going to be reading out this poll question again. £200 million for Bukayo Saka. Are you selling? What? 30% say yes. Yeah. And 70% don't know what they're talking about. Because 70% say no. They will not sell. Ridiculous. God dare me. Anyway, so that said and done, I think I need to go into the live chat and read a couple of comments. I was thinking I might let the live chat populate somewhat. I think I might just do that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, we'll hope that the live chat would have been populated and like you won't see Bukayo Saka image because that will be covered with all these comments there. Wishful thinking. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Yeah, we have liftoff. So, like I said, thank you, people. Yeah, Bukayo Saka's image has been covered with comments. Thank you, I do appreciate it. Can you imagine if I came back and you could still see Bukayo Saka's image? That wouldn't be good, would it? Anyway, let's get into a live chat the first time. Rob, thank you, fella. Thank you for that. And also, I think you put a comment in the WhatsApp group that we are live. So thank you for that, Rob. Colin says, get it, Alex. I'm not sure what you're talking about, man. You're hoping that I was going to go in hard, innit? Listen, today's Thursday, man. Today's Thursday. I can go in hard about, Bukayo Saka, an Achilles injury sustained last season, no break. It's like, do you know what? There's some jobs that I used to do, actually I still do, and you get like a 10-minute break. I'm thinking, I'm in I got a few years short of 60th birthday, and you only give me like a 10-minute break. Bukayo Saka doesn't get no break. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, insert comments here, please. Yes, thank you. Changed my mind, Alex. If he's injured, then Rob, Rob, behave yourself. Really? Sell. Both my wife and I agree that we're going to sell because we can come. That 200 million pounds can come in handy, man. Yeah. Rob. Anyway, come on, slackers, hit that like button and get your comments out for discussion. Oh, dearie me. Not a type of injury a young player should carry. But the thing is, Rob, is if you are aware of the injury, your mind or your common sense, actually, my mom says common sense is not common. Your common sense as a coach or manager should say, right, we're not going to play the player. Doesn't matter whether it's a high earner, it's just on a contract extension. Or, your common sense should say to you, right, we're going to pull him out. And we're not going to play him until he's fully recovered. I mean, you're going to compound that injury there. So somebody doesn't have common sense. Mikel Arteta, who said that? It was me. Mikel Arteta, what are you doing? Gareth Southgate, what are you doing? Give the youngster a break. I've got a headache. Anyway, we go onwards. Responsible management. Disgraceful. Absolutely, and I've not used this word for a long time, disgusting news. Disgusting. Disgusting. How is it possible? You are aware, your medical team are aware of this, and yet you continue play the player. 10 games, only scored 2 goals. Carrying that injury there. I mean, of the last, let's say, 15 years, my Achilles have been playing up during the war. But 22 years of age. I mean, what planet are these people on? Again, your common sense should tell you something. Don't play the player until he's fully recovered. God, man. Don't know. A great Achilles injury on a young player could ruin his career. I mean, have we not learned? I mean, I know about, Wilshere's physiology, in regards to his legs, structure of his legs, a bit like Supermac, we call them bandy legs, but bow-legged, and that puts strain on the ankles. But we're talking about an Achilles, age 22. And some of you might be thinking, but Alex, why are you going to Harden for? Because he's age 22. You might call him our star boy. He's one of the, the best swingers in the country. And the news coming out that, he's had the Achilles problem since last season. And I'm not saying I blame him. I blame Mikel Arteta. Sort yourselves out. And look, I can mention you're in Timber. Hadn't been injured before he reached the shores of Arsenal. First game in, what happens? He's injured. Your common sense should tell you that. Pull him out. And when I read that news there, do you know what the image I had? Was of Mikel Arteta 2 seasons ago. We've got a Thomas Partey playing in North London derby, hobbling off, or trying to hobble off, and you've got Mikel Arteta, no, get back on. I'm thinking, what? The player's showing you that he's injured. Obviously. Anyway. Not confirmed by Arsenal, but they did try to hide the Partey injury. Like you say, it's not confirmed by Arsenal. And the thing is, Arsenal would never come out with that. Oh, we made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. It's foolhardiness and unprofessionalism. Your medical staff and you, manager, what are you guys thinking? Just because he's a youngster, it's not like a behavior issue where, he'll get over it. It's the physiology of the player. What's happened to this stuff about, the player's health and safety is of paramount to the club? No, it's not. It's not. Remember Partey being physically pushed back on the field? Look at that. I didn't even read it, Colin. I've just said the same thing there. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Being shoved back onto the pitch. And you know what else as well? Wasn't there the issue with David Luiz when he received a head injury? I can't remember which game it was, which team we were playing against. But even David Luiz had a head injury. Did he get subbed off? No, he carried on playing. He carried on playing. So the player's safety and well-being is not a paramount for the Arsenal. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I didn't get to finish against Tottenham with a hamstring. Yo, boss, I'm injured. No, you play. You carry on playing. I mean, probably that would happen maybe in the late 60s, early 70s, but not now. Not actually now. It happens now. God, my goodness. You said it. I was late. I thought it was a shocking having Saka come on in a friendly that we were winning before I knew about the injury. I mean, up until that point, I was thinking, right, okay. I wasn't even sure if he was named as a sub, but I was thinking, thank God he's not playing. But then you see him come on, like you say, and we were winning. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, understood, Rob. And sometimes you would hope that the player would just say, you know what, boss, I just cannot play. I can't play. Actually, I'm not going to play. And then the manager might say, well, why? Well, because I've got an Achilles issue. Actually, they don't say it's an injury. They say that the player's got an issue. Like a generic response. Oh, the player has an issue. Unspecified issue. That's so generic, isn't it? So I think, I'm not trying to apportion blame on the player. I'm apportioning blame wholeheartedly on the medical staff and even more so on Mikel Arteta. Now, what happens now? Everton, he gets injured. And he's also out for 6 months. Because I don't know how long it takes for an Achilles to heal. So long. It takes a long time. Mm. So, I mean, for me, it beggars belief. And does it have my blood boiling? Of course it does. And you must know I'm not Mikel Arteta's greatest fan. And so this is just compounding on top. And I tell you what, come the easy talk tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about this. I'll be talking about this. I mean, we've got the topics already lined up, but I'm going to be talking about this. How is it possible that we've got a young player, hell end product, doesn't matter, one of our own, injured, and the manager still wants to play him? Heads have to roll for this. He wasn't needed. He knows what Saka can do. Just the man management issues. How long now? For too long. Too long, Colin. If I'm playing and I know Saka is injured, I'm going to try and take advantage. Well, now that I mean, the news is out, isn't it? It's out. The can of worms is out. So of course, you try and take advantage of of a situation like that. And we're talking about the dark cards, and if a player's on a yellow card, you go at him, maybe to provoke a response. I'm not saying kick him, but the dark arts, Bukayo Saka. I mean, who's not going to pick up on that? I mean, if Canal 4 TV can pick up on that, anybody can pick up on it. I don't know. I try and look at certain issues in lightheartedly, but the reality is this player has been playing with an Achilles problem since last season. And is it any wonder we ask questions about certain players? Why is it a Urine Timber hadn't had an injury before he came to Arsenal? And now we're going to be asking the questions about a Bukayo Saka, who's been carrying an injury since last season. And it's funny because, I remember, I'm sure of you, when you were younger, try and look for an excuse not to go to school. Oh, Mum, I'm not feeling well. You're still going to school. Dad, I don't want to go. No, your mum says you're going to school. But Dad, I've got a cold. A cold? You're still going to school. And it feels like that. Saka saying, you know what, boss or Gaff or whatever they call me, Arteta, I've got a problem with my Achilles. No, you're still playing. We need you. No, but boss, I've got serious problem with my Achilles. It's almost feel like it's probably going to snap. No, Bukayo Saka, you've got to think about the team. Because there's no I in team. You can't think about yourself. This is about the team. You're still playing. And that's what I think. All the times I tried to get out of going to church, the times I tried to get out of going to school, bunking off. No, you're still going to school. Thinking, Bukayo Saka can't get a break. Get a break? He might just break and snap his Achilles. What's going on? Anyway, do you know what? Let's just run through these last comments. Think about it. Arteta lobbied for Saka to get referee protection when he wasn't protecting the player himself. Mom, I'm not feeling well. I don't actually want to go to church. You don't want to go to church. You're going to church. I've got a bit of a cold, Dad. Yeah, and what? Dad, it's snowing outside. You're still going to school. Oh, my goodness. We're going to be talking about this come tomorrow for the Easy Talk. And it's funny, because who have I put up there as the thumbnail? Let's see. And actually, but whilst I'm looking at this, I think we're 5 short. We're 5 short of what? 100 Easy Talk shows. I'm almost done 100 Easy Talk show. Presented them. Imagine that. Right, so let's have a look at this. So the thumbnail prepared. I prepared it because my brother's not going to do it. Who does it feature? It features Bukayo Saka and that grinning so-and-so behind him. But I tell you what, we're going to be talking about this come the Easy Talk tomorrow. Really. I can't believe it. Actually, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. The players' health and well-being should be of paramount issues for the club, but it's not. Clearly, it is not. Let me read through his last comments there before I start to blow a fuse. Whoops. Emerson is in the live chat. He says, I told you this towards the end of the last season that Saka picks up an injury and now it's come to light. And if you have noticed that his socks are always got holes or two. Yeah, I've noticed some other players. I think Madison, who now plays for Tottenham. I've seen some other players do the same thing, cutting. But again, what can you do? Maybe he can refuse to play. Somebody should be advising him to refuse to play until the Achilles is seen to. What are you going to do? Rub some Vaseline on that, hoping it's going to fix the problem? Vaseline, really? Do you remember the what was it? The magic sponge. The magic sponge. All was in the magic sponge was just cold water. Yeah, go on, throw some water on that Achilles. That will sort out the Achilles. You'll be all right. Go on, get back on the pitch. God, my goodness. Evening Campers said yes, the assembled. Welcome. We don't see much of you in the live chat these days. Got to have a special plan for the 100 show. We will do. But I can't believe it. I'm almost reaching 100 easy talks. What do you get for 100 shows? Nothing. My wife's just laughing in the background. Oh, a lot more than that. Anyway, holes in socks is so they're not tight around the calves. Supposedly, yeah, around the calves, not so much about the Achilles. The Achilles is a lot further down, isn't it? I mean, yeah. Oh my goodness. He did say that he had played the Saka until it dropped, or worse to that effect. Well, do you remember he said last season that players should be prepared to play 70 plus games? 70 plus games in one season. Are you trying to not flog a dead horse? You're trying to flog the horse until it dies. Do you know what? I'm gonna cut this one to an end. Oh, dearie me, man. Bukayo Saka carrying an Achilles problem, and they're just throwing the magic sponge and Vaseline on it. Hey, there you go, youngster. Get on with it. I don't know. Just one more here. Yes, thank you for that, Colin. A great show. You aren't responsible for horrific news. Yeah, I know that, but it's just... Anyway, I'm going to end this one here and remind you, all you have to do is just click the like button. That's all you got to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't send us your money. Actually, no. Send us your money. Send us your money. Not in brown paper bags. No, it might get us into trouble. But send us your money, but just click the like button. That's all you've got to do. Send us your money. My wife's laughing. There's just one more here. No, not everyone couldn't see it coming. I mean, you say everyone, that includes Mikel Arteta, innit? Does it include Mikel? It includes Mikel Arteta. I tell you what, come tomorrow, we're going to go in hard on this. Well, I'm going to go in hard on this news here. Bukayo Saka, Achilles problem. Anyway, yeah, I am going to end the show now. Anyway, thank you for joining me over here in our land, our community. Don't forget to click the like button. It says it right there. Anyhow, until then, I will see you tomorrow for the Easy Talk. Boy, it's going to be a hot one tomorrow, man. It's going to be a hot show tomorrow. Imagine 5 short of 100. God, my goodness. I could do £100 now or $100. No. £100. No, was it $100? Which is worth more? £100 or $100? Pounds. Give me the pounds. Give me the pounds. Give me the end. This has come to the end. This cannon fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.